morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for Sage5.tv. Now, we know there are some projects that have dropped in price quite recently, and some of those projects were the most hyped up projects during this current cycle. And those projects at the moment, they are at basement prices or huge discounts. In other words, they are on sale. These are projects that had some earlier fundraising rounds. We're talking of ICOs and Series A or Series B fundraising rounds, where some people went in at attractive prices. But now, some of these projects are actually trading at below ICO prices, and some of these are not bad. They are decent projects. So we've identified a few of these projects that we're going to highlight in this video, and then it's up to you whether you want to jump into those projects, you want to invest, you want to analyze them further, and so forth. All we are going to do in this video is try and highlight some of these, you might say, household names, and they are all altcoins. Household names that raised a lot of funding from various sources, but now they are trading below their ICO prices. So if you're interested, this is the video for you. But before we jump into this video, guys, please know that I am not a financial advisor. If you do require financial advice, by now you know what to do. Please approach someone who's actually trained to give you financial advice. The information contained in this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. That said, let's come back to this video then, where we are looking at earlier investor losses. Those who invested early in projects, where are they now? And are some of the projects they invested in, are they at a massive discount? That's what we want to jump into. Without further ado, let's start with one that most of you, some of you guys who watch our channel or videos on our channel, you may have actually invested in Pump.Fun with the ticker symbol Pump. Its token sale is reported by CoinDesk at an ICO price of 0.4%, with tokens fully unlocked from day one. Price performance, currently the price is sitting at 0.3% according to CoinMarketCap, which means it's trading at below its ICO price by about 24%. It's down by 24% versus ICO price. Earlier rounds and backers include some well-known sources, even though they are not publicly shared. But what matters is it's currently trading at below its ICO price. So if you felt at the time you missed out on Pump.Fun, this is probably your chance if Pump.Fun is a project that interests you. I don't hold Pump.Fun and I'm not intending to jump into Pump.Fun, but if you missed out, maybe this is your chance. Minus 24%, so it's 24% down on its ICO price. Next, you've got Starknet, ticker symbol STRK. It had some historical run prices, and we're going to focus on Series D, where it was priced at 80 cents per STRK token, and Series B, which was the cheapest, was at 15 cents. So Series B was cheaper than Series D, and I'm sure there are some who got better deals than that. But current price is sitting at just under 11 cents according to CoinMarketCap, and late rounds entrants at 80 cents are down approximately 86%, while earlier rounds differ materially. If you went in at Series B, you're probably just 20 or 25% down, but if you went in at Series D, you're down 86%. And obviously there are those who may have actually opened a position in Starknet. They're probably down massively. So if you think you missed out on Starknet from the earlier funding rounds and you think it's got a future, maybe this is a chance. I'm not trying to tell you to jump into Starknet. I'm just highlighting ICO price versus current pricing, where we can find some deals if some of these projects interest us. Let's move on to Layer 0, ticker symbol ZRO. There was a private round of $3, which I think at the time was high, and current price is sitting at $1.41. So that's a 53% down versus private round price. There were some multiple rounds, seed round, Series A and Series B and so forth. So Layer 0, I think at this price, it could still go lower. For me, it will become more attractive if it gets below $1 at the moment. Okay, Layer 0, $1, that's fine. I'm not going to open a massive position. Actually, earlier in the cycle, I had a decent position in Layer 0 and I got rid of them when it went to, I think it was close to $3 and I got rid of it. I made something out of it, not a lot. So that's Layer 0 for you. Next one is Pyth network and the Pyth token, which some analysts say there was an ICO price of around 28 cents ICO price, and current price is sitting at 6.5 cents. So Pyth is down 77% versus that ICO price. And I'm sure seed rounds, those who managed to get into the seed rounds, they will manage to get a better pricing, but I don't think it's a lot below 6.5 cents. If it's below that, it might actually be above. Next, you got Monad, the recently launched Layer 1 Monad. This one was hyped to the hilt. A public round was performed over at Coinbase at 2.5 cents, and it indicates a public sale via Coinbase, like I said. So Monad 2.5 cents public sale, current price is sitting at 2.8 cents approximately. So it's slightly up on its public round by about 11%. Now, if you watch our videos, you know I opened a position, or this channel opened a position in Monad in our latest portfolio that we called the Crash portfolio, and I think we entered into Monad at below, it was around 2.4 cents or somewhere thereabouts. So we actually actually managed to take a position below the public round. And I think we also entered into Monad at a slightly higher price than that. But the first position was at about 2.4 cents or somewhere thereabouts. So Monad, if you think you missed on Monad, is this the right time to get in at 11% up? I'll probably open a massive position when we get into a proper bear market. Right now, we're not in a bear market. This is just a drawdown or a break from a bull run. These things happen. But Monad, when we get into a prolonged bear market, I'll probably enter into Monad. At the moment, the tokenomics are working against it. Only 10% or somewhere thereabouts of the MON token in circulation. So you're talking of just over 10 billion out of 100 billion. Those are crazy numbers we're talking about. Someone got greedy, I think, or they wanted everyone to get in at lower prices. Maybe that's the case. That's Monad for you. Next one is Eigen Cloud or Eigen Layer, ticker symbol Eigen. There was a private round or Series A round at just under 30 cents at 29.87 cents. Current price is sitting at 52.2 cents according to CoinMarketCap, so it's approximately up 75% versus Series A price. So if you opened a position or had the opportunity to get into that Series A funding round, you are up approximately 75%. That in case depends on whether all your tokens were allocated and they've all vested. Okay. And major participants in Eigen Layer were A16Z participation in Eigen Layer. GeekWire coverage is reporting an approximately $100 million round led by A16Z. So that's on Eigen Layer. Next, we move on to Arbitrum. TechCrunch reported off-chain labs 20 million Series A followed by 100 million Series B led by Lightspeed, with other investors listed as Polychain, Ribbit or Rybit, Redpoint, Pantera, and so forth. Those funding rounds valued Arbitrum at the time at $1.2 billion. So that's some serious money we are talking about. And the private round is reported to have been around 12 cents, and current price is sitting at 21.4 cents according to CoinMarketCap. So Arbitrum is approximately 78% versus its private round price. So if you invested in Arbitrum through one of the private rounds where the ARB token was being sold at 12 cents, you are up 78% as of today, the time of recording. So that's where we are, guys. So most people would jump into these earlier rounds, like seed rounds or seed phases and private rounds and series rounds. Most of these people are already have deep pockets. So it's the rich getting richer. But if you thought that is unfair, maybe this is your opportunity to get into some of these projects. Just as a quick summary, if you look at Pump.Fun versus its public price, ICO public round, 0.4%. It's trading currently at 0.3%. So you will actually be getting in a lot cheaper than the public round. As of Starknet and the STRK token, 80 cents Series D token price. If you are getting in now, you are getting in at 86% down or 8x down from the Series D. So you are actually getting a preferable price point if you ask me. Layer 0, $3 private round, currently trading at $1.41. So if you are getting in now, you're getting in at almost 50% of the price. Pyth, just under 30 cents ICO round, right now trading at 6.5 cents, and you'll be getting in at 77%. And with most of these, I know some tokens have unlocked, but I don't think all the investors' allocation is actually be unlocked. So you will actually be getting a better pricing point. From my point of view, if I was like now, I'm adding into my Pyth position and for both the public portfolios as well as into my private portfolio. So I think Pyth is not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think it's the same with Layer 0. The other ones like Starknet and Pump.Fun, I'm not sure, but Pyth and Layer 0, I think they will be around for quite a while yet. So is Monad. I think it's going to be around for quite a while. So if you fail to get into the public round, you are not far off from the public round at around 2.5 cents. If you're getting in now, you can still make a killing just alongside those people. The only people we might not compete with if they were people who were involved in pre-seed, those normally tend to get in at a fraction of a cent. So you may not be able to compete with those. Same for Eigen Layer, Series A at just under 30 cents. We're getting in at just 2x of that. It's not bad for a project like Eigen Layer. Arbitrum, 12 cents, 21 cents currently. Not bad. Just say it's doubled. So it happens. You are unlucky. Everyone gets the price they deserve. If you are not rich, you deserve higher prices. That's what this is telling us. So out of the projects we just featured in this video, which ones were the worst and which ones were the best for the earlier investors? Well, largest losses are in Starknet, late round at 80 cents, Pyth, and then Layer 0. And that is topped by Pump.Fun. Best performers are Arbitrum, Eigen Layer, and Monad. Those are your best performers. And they are the most recent. Well, Arbitrum is not the most recent, but Eigen Layer and Monad are the most recent. They may yet go down a lot lower than where they are today. So are ICOs and pre-launch rounds, are they still worth it? My final thoughts? I think they can be, but only if you price them like venture risk and not like a guaranteed listing day arbitrage. Some pre-launch entries look like a venture home run. You're talking of Arbitrum and Eigen Layer or Eigen Cloud. Others look like a liquidity event with the hangover, for example, Starknet late round, Pyth, and Layer 0. ICOs and pre-launch rounds are still worth it in my view, the same way early boarding is worth it on a budget airline. Sometimes you get the overhead bin, sometimes you just sit longer in the same uncomfortable seat, and occasionally you realize you paid extra to be the first person to discover the flight is delayed. What are your thoughts, guys, as far as early investing rounds are concerned and some of the projects we listed in this video? Let us know in the comment section, guys. Until the next one, FD for SageFab.tv signing out for now. Bye.